Okay, this is Ethan. Ethan, do you mind if we show this video to other people, like on our website and Facebook page?
Not at all.
That's okay?
I think
Okay.
they should experience the same thing.
Well, Ethan is a first responder, and we were really happy to be able to help him with some things. So, Ethan, would you mind sharing with us first what was going on that brought you here?
Well, the biggest thing is I had a head injury due to an accident in a helicopter that caused memory loss, headaches, fatigue, lack of motivation, I think compounding from all of those things, and was trying to find a way to overcome those to get back to life as I knew it prior to the incident.
When was that accident?
That would have been about roughly 9 to 10 years ago.
So you had memory loss, fatigue, lack of motivation.
Those were the biggest
That
ones.
was the big.
Yeah, and the occasional headaches, which for me was pretty abnormal.
Mm-hmm. Because you're a real fit guy. You just told me that you're keeping up with 30-year-olds at the fire station.
Doing my best.
Yeah,
Pay for it.
in all humility, right?
Yes.
So, tell us what benefit have you gotten from microcurrent and the laser that we do here? Those things.
Initially, it was rough. I had a lot of increased auditory reception that made it difficult to function. Very, very loud, to the point of just needing to isolate myself after treatments. But talking with you, that was a normal response. So I got through that, which was great. I'm glad I didn't give up. I'm glad you encouraged me to continue on the path.
So as your brain was resetting, you got hyper hearing,
Mm-hmm.
and you thought you were a superhero.
Yes. Hyper acoustic
Right.
was
Acoustic man, we
Yes.
could call you. Yeah.
But past that, the mental clarity came back where I'm able to take literature for work or pleasure and dissect it down to having a more pragmatic approach to things, less emotional response to things, where I can have more of that bird's eye 360 view of what I need to for work safety, for home, for addressing kids' needs, family needs, or pleasure reading and scientific literature, whatever it is. Motivation has increased a ton. That's one of the first things that I noticed was my motivation was coming back. Wanting to and able to tackle home projects, work projects, personal projects more timely and with a better mental checklist, not necessarily needing to write as many things down to remind myself that this is what I need to do. I'm able to have a running tab as long as that tab doesn't get too long.
So was that your short-term memory or long-term memory? Too?
I would say it was a combination of short and long.
Okay.
There's a period of about 4 months that my wife still likes to remind me of. Having seen our favorite band, I don't remember, or one of our favorite bands, I don't remember. That was shortly after the accident.
Okay.
So that's the part that I still am struggling with coming back, but other than that, the clarity, the motivation, that mental list is definitely increased, and it's noticeable. More energy around the firehouse to get things done, to get the young bucks out training that they want to do, and keep up with them.
You're kind of the dad a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've
Yeah.
hit that age range. But one of the other things, I think it ties into the motivation and the ability to have that mental mindset back, is the physical side. Keeping up with those guys to be able to do the job, to make sure they stay healthy, to make sure, more importantly, that I'm healthy to go home to my kids and watch my kids grow up, and make sure that I'm there to help my wife. That has been noticeable, where we can run.
Because you have really active athletic boys,
Yes.
and you have to be on your game to keep up with them.
Yes.
Right.
And the physical hobbies that I have at home too,
Mm-hmm.
in addition to the physically demanding job,
Yeah.
are definitely noticeable for me with the benefits out of the microcurrent treatment that I've had here.
So what would you say to somebody who, first of all, might think it's hard, or you have to have some skill to do microcurrent. And
The biggest skill, and again, this for me was a struggle at the beginning, was 20 to 30 minutes of patience to be able to sit and just have electrodes placed on your head. That's all that was required. And I still am to an extent a foot tapper where I needed to get going, get moving. Always been
a place you
energetic.
could go, people to see.
Yes.
Right.
That was the hardest skill, was being able to sit still and allow that to take place. But once you understand that that's all you need to do, the first couple of experiences of treatment, you come in knowing that it's going to be roughly 30 to 40 minutes of time, and it's time well spent. And it's sitting and more or less just meditating or having a basic conversation with the person administering the treatment.
Yeah, you don't have to sit perfectly still or anything,
Yeah.
like the older style of neurofeedback.
Yeah.
So a person can even fidget if they
Yes.
want.
Yes, and it's easy. And post treatment, the hardest part is dealing with the glue in your hair. But it's easy.
We try to get it all out, but
Yeah.
you know, with a head of hair like yours. I mean.
Yeah. What's left?
Well, we've really enjoyed helping you out, and it always gives us great joy to help first responders, veterans who serve us, who take care of us, who go out to those calls and see things that most people should never see. So we appreciate you too.
Thank you.
You're what?
I appreciate your help.
Thanks, Ethan. We'll end up having to